Hey guys, I'm Manisha Gupta, and what we're talking about today is the impact of Russia and Ukraine tensions on commodities and various asset classes. While there is a sell-off in equities and currencies, there is a bit of a premium building that we have seen, especially come in case of commodities. Russia and Ukraine, both of these are commodity producers and exporters, and that is where the markets are taking cues from. It is all about the geopolitical premium building up here. There is a concern about a possible invasion of Ukraine by Russia. We understand that there are talks of possible trade and financial sanctions on Russia from the US and Europe as well. The markets also are watching all the details in the news very closely. We do understand that Russia's First Guards tank army has moved close to Ukraine border. 130,000 Russia troops at Ukraine border have been amassed as well. And then Russia is also seen as making oil and gas deal with China worth $117 billion. The deal stands for the next 2 or 3 decades right now. And this is happening even as Russia's export to Europe has slowed down and the markets are looking at Western world putting sanctions. The Chinese deal is something that is quite keenly as a development being watched on. Let me take you through various commodities then. And when it comes to crude oil, Russia accounts for global oil exports of nearly 12% of crude oil. When you look at the prices, they have seen the premium build up, nearly 12% of gains in the past month and 57% up for the crude oil prices in last 1 year is how we are trading onto that one. Well, Russia is the second largest oil producer in the world with nearly 10.5 million barrels of production in 2021. Russia also is the second largest crude oil exporter after Saudi Arabia. Oil exports from Europe are at 53% and to Asia at around 39%. So big numbers as far as crude oil goes. The second most important global commodity that is getting impacted is gas, where we have seen prices decline 3.5% in the 1 month, but 34% of gains in the last 1 year. And let's not forget that we have seen almost all-time highs in the previous year when it comes to natural gas, and all because of Russia's lower exports to Europe there. Russia makes nearly 40 to 50% of Europe gas imports, and a slowdown in that clearly has had the Europe prices running at record highs. Russia gas pipes to Europe flow through Ukraine, and with concerns with Ukraine, markets are anticipating if anything goes wrong, then Europe is really going to be starved when it comes to gas availability. The other thing, when you look at the global commodity share and output for various other commodities, is that Russia has a strong hand when it comes to metals as well. Mined matter is 4% of global is what Russia accounts for. In copper as well, we have seen prices gain up by 15% in last 1 month and nearly 30% in last 1 year. The other important commodity clearly is aluminum, and the most important because Russia is the second largest producer and exporter of aluminum there. We have seen the prices gain up by 5% in last 1 month and 50% in last 1 year. And for the primary aluminum availability, Russia accounts for nearly 6% of that. The other important EV metal is nickel, and 10% of global nickel comes in from Russia. Here as well, we have seen prices gain up by 5.5% in last 1 month and 26% in last 1 year. Other important metal is platinum, where prices have gained up by 6% in the last 1 month itself, and 12% of platinum as well comes in from Russia. 21% of a decline in last year, and that is because of the unavailability of semiconductor chips, and lower demand for platinum from automobile sector is what has weighed on platinum. But as we tell you, the last month premium clearly comes in from Russia for many senses. Russia also is the largest exporter of wheat in the global markets, and we have seen 20% of that availability come in from Russia. Here as well, prices have gained up by nearly 10% in last 1 month and are up 27% on year-on-year basis. Palladium is yet another one to watch out for, and a major chunk, that is 44% of global palladium availability, comes in from Russia. Prices have gained up by 26% in last 1 month for this one as well. And it's not just about Russia, because when you look at Ukraine, that also is world's third largest exporter of corn. It's also a top exporter of barley and rye. So there are various commodities which are right now in a bit of a question mark, uncertainty and concerns about availability if there is actually an on-ground war or further tensions escalating between the two countries.